This is all I do. This is all I do. This is all I do.
What's going on, guys? Neil Austin here, certified no BS fitness professional. Welcome to episode 3. So far in episodes 1 and 2, we've gone over consistency and how that relates directly to your nutrition and your success with fat loss. We've gone over your training program and how to trust your training program and stay on point with that. Today, we're going to dive even deeper into the training program, into the exercises that you're choosing in the gym, and how simplifying your program can actually set you up for greater success. All right, getting back to me and my experience. I'm 135 pounds. I just started lifting weights. I'm hopping from program to program like I told you guys about last time. I finally land on a routine. I'm sticking to it. At this point, I'm doing every single exercise that I can think of for each body part. Okay, so at this time, I believe I was doing a push-pull legs routine. So that means on, let's say, Monday, I'm doing all of the pushing exercises for my upper body. Tuesday, I'm doing legs, all the lower body exercises. Wednesday, I'm doing pull, all the pulling exercises for my upper body. And then I'm resting, and then I'm repeating that. What I was doing, this is a perfectly fine program. This is a good program. What I was doing wrong was on Monday, instead of doing the 4 or 5 push exercises that were going to give me the most bang for my buck, I was doing every push exercise. Okay? I was doing bench press. I was doing cable flies. I was doing incline press. I was doing incline dumbbell flies. I was doing push-ups. I was doing every single push exercise that I could think of. And I was doing that same thing for my leg day and that same thing for my pull day. I was spending between 2 and 3 hours in the gym every single day, guys. And yes, I had a crazy good work ethic. Yes, I enjoyed that time that I did spend in the gym. But I was definitely hitting and surpassing a point of diminishing returns the way I was working out. Honestly, the gains that I was making were coming about because of those first 4 or 5 exercises that I was doing that I was actually able to put intensity to, and then every exercise after that became progressively less and less effective for me. So this is a very common issue that I see with a lot of people, a lot of new clients, where their exercise selection is just too complicated. Maybe you're not like me. Maybe you're not doing every single thing you can think of for each body part. You're not spending 2 to 3 hours in the gym. But what you are doing is you are on Instagram looking through these new sexy fad exercises, and you're thinking, maybe I should do that today. Maybe I should include that in my routine because it looks cool. Okay, some of the stuff you see on Instagram are good, real exercises that you should include in your program, but most of them are not. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say most of the exercises that the so-called fitness professionals you follow are posting to their Instagrams are there because they look cool and they make the trainer look cool and they make themselves seem like they know something that everybody else doesn't know. That they're doing this weird, sexy exercise because they have the secret, and the guy over there doing bench press, deadlift, squat, he doesn't have the secret. He doesn't know what they know, and he's still stuck in the past doing these exercises that aren't effective anymore. That is BS. 100% that is not true. Guys, the basics are always going to give you the best results, the most consistent results, and the fastest results. Okay? In my case, if I had focused my attention on bench press, overhead press, squats, deadlifts, chin-up / lat pull downs, rows. If I put all my focus on those 6 movements, I would have seen the same and then some, even better results than what I saw doing all this extra stuff. The reason being, I would have been able to put more intensity into those 6 things that are actually doing something for me, and I would have recovered more efficiently because I wasn't pumping my muscles full of as much lactic acid as I could possibly fit for 2 to 3 hours after I was done with those 6 basic things. Okay, so I would have been much better off simplifying my program to these basic movements and just putting more energy and intensity into those rather than spending more and more time in the gym on these other things that are not as effective. Same goes for you guys. In your case, you're probably watching somebody on Instagram performing a Bosu ball, single leg squat hop, overhead press, bicep curl, or whatever it is, and you're thinking to yourself, why am I not doing that? You know, maybe I should include that in my program. The reason you've never heard of this exercise before is because it doesn't do anything for you. It's gonna, work your balance, it's going to maybe work your core, but it's basically taking these movements that would be effective on their own and throwing them all together and making each movement less effective so that it's doing less for you. It's kind of like trying to juggle fire while running a marathon, right? Juggling fire is cool, and that's probably really hard to do, and you should focus on that on its own. Running a marathon is cool, also really hard to do, but doing them both at the same time is making it harder to do both. You're not getting better at either when you're combining them. The same thing applies for all these crazy, ludicrous Bosu ball whatever exercises that you see on the internet. You're better off ignoring these, sticking to the basics, those movements I just listed. Bench press, overhead press, squat, deadlift, chin up / lat pull down, and rows. If you didn't just write those down, rewind, write them down, because those are the movements that are going to give you the best results regardless of what your goals are. I'm not talking about, again, this does not just apply to people that are trying to bulk up, trying to be powerlifters, trying to be bodybuilders. This applies to everybody. All of my weight loss clients that have seen really good results, I've built their programs around these same exercises. They're going to be executed a little bit differently. They're not going to be lifting probably as heavy weight as they can for 5 reps all the time, or they're not going to be doing a whole bunch of sets. They might be doing more of a circuit style workout, but they're still doing all of these exercises, guaranteed. I don't have one client that's not doing some variation of all 6 of these things, not even one, because these are the basic movements that you need to succeed. You need these basic movements in your program to see progress in strength, weight loss, muscle gain, muscle retention, whatever it is you're trying to do. You need these 6 things in your program. Bottom line. Okay? The only exception to that, depending on the individual, depending on mobility and injuries and limitations, anything like that, would be the overhead press. Okay? If you have injuries and limitations that prevent you from doing overhead pressing, it's not the end of the world. Okay? But if you're a healthy person and you don't have any injuries or limitations, you should be doing all 6 of these things. Bottom line, there's no reason why you shouldn't be. Okay, so next time you're on the internet and you see some fancy new exercise and you think to yourself, should I be doing that? I want you to answer yourself, heck no, I should not be doing that. I know what I need to do. I should be going to the gym, simplifying my program, doing these basic 6 exercises, and the whole backbone of my program should be built around these things. Everything else at that point is extra, okay? Any bicep curls, tricep extensions, anything like that you add in there, you can do those exercises, but it's not the backbone of your program. It's not giving you the results that these 6 big bang for your buck exercises are. So, to review, don't spend 2 to 3 hours in the gym like I did. There's no reason to do that. If you're on that bandwagon, jump right off. Simplify your program, put more energy and intensity into the stuff that really works, and shorten your time in the gym right off the bat. If you are somebody who feels like they need to constantly do new and complicated exercises, stop it. Simplify your exercise selection to the 6 things that actually do something for you. Doesn't mean you can never use a BOSU ball again, but the backbone of your program should be these basic 6 exercises, guys, no matter what. Okay? So if you either spend too much time in the gym or if you just choose dumb exercises, simplify your program and you will succeed. That's all for today, guys. I'll catch you next time.
This is all I do.